Hi, I'm Rob Grimes of the IFBTA, and it's a pleasure to be here at CES, actually 50 years of CES. And as you know, we've been covering the CES show for many years, but let's talk about what it is that we look for at CES, because it's a consumer electronics show. Well, what we look for are new and emerging technologies and things that might be applied to the hospitality and food and beverage industries. Some actually are up-and-comers. They're crowdfunding, they aren't even available yet. And others, we follow the stage and transition from one year to the next year to the next year, and it's very interesting to see technologies as they come and go, to see the ones that we might have predicted that would have had some impact on food and beverage, or even in the consumer industry that make it or don't. The trends versus the fads. Those are the things that we're always looking for. Those are the things that we're looking to talk about. Those things that have impact. So once again, here at CES, it's 50th anniversary. We are really happy to bring food service, food and beverage, hospitality technology to CES, and then find those things here and bring them home to you. These are meant for informational purposes, right?
Correct.
But it also could be used for ordering. I mean, you have a smaller robot over on the other side of the booth that actually has a printer on it, has a card reader.
Correct.
That looks very much like a point-of-sale device.
Exactly. So you can train that robot specific to that restaurant, so it could take the order, it could suggest upgrades and different choices and meals, and then you could swipe your credit card. And it all ties into the cloud and big data. So if the customer gave you permission, the robot would remember. They can remember how many times you've purchased, they remember your favorite meals, and we can even tie into the future where we can have robotics actually bring the meal to the table.
Right, but I don't know that, 37 languages, live translation, okay? Done through an earbud. And by the way, the earbuds have 6-hour battery.
Absolutely.
6-hour battery, which is a lot longer than a lot of the earbuds that we've seen here at CES. So here's the thing. We work in the hotel and restaurant industry, and we're always looking for applications of those things. Now, as you think about those two particular industries, they're global industries, right?
Yeah.
And one of the biggest problems they have, if you think about being across the counter of a quick service restaurant, is translation. So how do they solve it? Well, they solve it by putting out a menu board that has multiple languages that you can point at, right? If you think about somebody checking into a hotel or front desk, right? How do they solve that? I'm not exactly sure. They sit there and they look at the pin on the airplane or at the front desk that says what languages you speak, and then they go find somebody who actually can do it. Or they try to get you to just check in yourself, because then they don't have to deal with it at all, right?
Yes.
So these are international
technology, and so here's just a fabric banner that you would normally see, but we can do interactive and moving images using our projection technology, and we can map it so well that as the fabric moves, our projection image moves with it.
There. So if you have outdoor signage, and would the projection be light enough for outdoor?
Oh, definitely. I mean, depending on the environment, we have some of the highest lumen projectors out there. So
I mean, that's always a challenge for people to have really good light and display on the outside.
That's right.
Right, and I can understand in a stadium where you may have the air blowing in and out or something, but clearly that's there as well.
He says,
what about in this?
The skin is this super highway of small molecules.
Right.
And step counting with an accelerometer is not tapping into that.
Right.
The next level of a wearable is reading individual molecules.
Right.
So I'll just rattle off a couple examples. The first one everyone thinks of is glucose, blood sugar.
Sure.
It's a cash cow if you can do it.
Well, that would be a huge
A lot
one,
of money being put into it right now. I don't think it's our first play, but it's definitely attractive. We want to do things like lactic acid, uric acid, CO2, sodium levels. THC just got, or we got food that you ate at breakfast. It's now, some of it's coming out of your skin. So ketones, metabolism. It's this connected health play that goes into monitoring and diagnosis.
But let's think about line busting, right? We all know about when a restaurant gets busy, the line is going out the door. They will send somebody with a tablet down the line or a drive-through down the line to start taking the orders in advance. Well, instead, just take RoboYuyu, you send him out on the line. He's got his touch screen here, okay? And the person will go ahead and order themselves, but they'll be able to interact with a self-contained robotic device that does not need somebody on the other end to respond, because it will ask you what you want, you will tell it, it could show you a picture of the items, it could give you the information on the calorie counts, whatever it is, and then it can instruct you to take the order. Kiosk. But the beauty of this is look at the signage, look at the movement. It's a combination of digital signage, menu boards, and so you're actually doing a 2-for-1. If you want to think about it, you're going to have a digital wall. Now, I've seen some restaurants that actually have a digital wall going on. They have a lot of different activity. They'll go ahead and have social media running on it. They'll have ingredient and nutrient items here. But this digital wall allows you to go ahead and order and to go ahead and pay at the same time.